What's poppin', sexies? It's your boy here, back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and today is Independence Day, so happy 4th of July to everybody. Now for me, Independence Day was more like stay home and do nothing day, because my dad's in the hospital. I didn't feel like doing anything, so I just stayed home, and last year we actually got this trailer to drop pretty early. I think the second summer banner last year came out around like 8 o'clock or something, and I was still out and about at a barbecue. So there was no telling for me when this trailer was going to drop, so I've been on standby basically all day waiting for this. So without further ado, let's hop right in and take a look. Now, this one should be all OCs. That's always been the theme of Summer Banner 2. So hopefully we get some good stuff in here. Okay, first up we have... Oh, is that Erica? Alright, so it looks like Summer Erica. Bikini Erica, sure. Alright, she is a flying green tome unit. Finding Nemo. She's got, like, Nemo right over there. Pretty funny. Alright, artwork is decent. Not too bad. Very fan servicey. She's showing off quite a lot, but then again, it is summer, right? So they gotta deck the girls out in some skimpy clothing, and the men too, hopefully. Alright, so here are her stats. We have 39 HP, 50... Well, she's getting boosted from... Let's see here. Looks like Rouse, attack, and speed 4 there, so plus 6 to attack and speed. So she's actually at 53 attack and then 42 speed. 25 defense and 22 res. Alright, and they're showing that she has some kind of jump effect, like guidance, given to herself. Alright, so carrying Conch, 14 might and 2 range, accelerates special trigger. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit during combat, neutralize effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on the foe per attack. And also after combat, if unit attacked, inflicts guard on target and foes in 2 spaces of target. Oh, very interesting. Kind of like Melancholy and the Halloween staff we got from Mia. The one that inflicts guard. The only difference, though, is that those also reset specials, and this is not doing that. So, altogether, we have -1 special trigger, all stats of 5, half a null follow-up, inflicting guard, and then inflicting actual guard, the status after combat. Seems okay. Nothing too crazy there. Like, not any crazy amounts of true damage or anything. They're just giving her more, like, supporty type of effects. Alright, we have Luna, we have Steady Impact, Moonlit Bangle F. Okay, this is actually a brand new Moonlit Bangle. I think the Brave Erica has a different one, because this one here, it has the icon that says it's a brand new skill. So, enables Canto 1, neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat, deals damage equal to X% of foe's defense when special triggers, where X is unit's max special cooldown value times 10 plus 20. Okay, so basically tempo, half a tempo. So you're not able to use guard against her. Her Luna has 2-hit cooldown because of this. She's going to hit the foes. She's probably going to survive because she inflicts guard on the enemies, and then she's got all stats of 5 and Steady Impact. And the enemies are going to counterattack her. She lives, and then her next attack is going to be a powered-up Luna to the face with all of these bonuses. Alright. Attack and Speed Oath 4. Okay, so it's not actually Rouse 4. It's Oath 4. This is brand new. At the start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6 and the following status to unit for 1 turn. Unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 2 spaces. And if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 3 to unit during combat. Wow, that's pretty interesting. So, attack and speed up 6, and then you get a jump effect. Now, Oath skills, I believe that infantry and flyers get Oath skills, and then Rouse skills are for cavalry and armor. I think, I could be wrong about that, but I'm fairly certain that Oath can be given to flyers and also infantry types. So, infantry being able to gain the guidance jump on themselves is pretty cool. Also, they get attack and speed up 3 if they're in 2 spaces of an ally, which they most likely will be. So, not too bad for Oath 4s. They're not as crazy souped up as the Smoke Fours, though. I think those were a little over the top. All right, there's her attack animation. All right, who do we got up next? Okay, Summer Nifl. Now, I think Nifl was one of the easy-to-tell silhouettes that we got. I knew for a fact it was her because you could see the, I guess, insignia of Nifl right there. It was easy to discern that from the silhouette. But here's her artwork. Looking pretty cool. I like her shaved ice there with the angry, like, vein marks there. He's not happy about being eaten. Oh, dude, that's cool. I like this art here, where she's got the big sun hat and it's, like, shading her. Really cool. And, yo, Nifl is really bougie. Look at the way she's holding that spoon. If only she had her pinky out instead of her index finger out. That would be... When in doubt, pinky out, right, guys? Alright, she is a cavalry colorless dragon type. Alright, very interesting. I'm guessing she's going to have Domain of Ice again. Yup. Okay, so Chilled Breath, 16 might, 1 range, accelerate special trigger. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat. Neutralizes effect that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks and prevent units' follow-up attacks. And also, if unit speed is better than the foe's speed plus 5, foe cannot counterattack. And then adaptive damage, of course, like all dragons. So, this is more of an offensive type of weapon here. -1 special trigger, full null follow-up, attack and speed up 6, and also a wind sweep / water sweep effect there. I should probably just say fire sweep, because that means nobody counters unless they have null C. Pretty solid weapon there. Alright, we have Glimmer, attack and speed catch 4, speed and res near trace. Okay, so this one's not going to be so useful because only dragon cavalry are going to really benefit from this. And for the most part, it's only Nifl and Muspel that are that type. And then we have Domain of Ice once again, so it seems pretty solid. I actually like her a little bit more than the OG Nifl. I think her effects are fairly more tuned for herself in combat, whereas Nifl inflicts flash after combat, so the foes can't counterattack if anyone else is attacking. This one is giving her that effect instead, so... Or actually, I guess you could just run Wind Sweep on the OG Nifl, and then her flash effect would kick in, so you get the best of both worlds that way. Whereas this Nifl, she can't really inflict flash, so that is one downside, I will admit. But her having null follow-up is definitely really good. Dude, I love... Oh my god, that sprite is awesome. I love the way she just took a bite out of her little icy treat there. Alright, who's up next? Okay, Leon. Wow. Summer Leon. So he's going to be the demote in true male fashion. They had to make the male the demote. And he's covered up, too. They ain't even showing off the abs or the chest or nothing. Where are the bulky men in Speedos? Like, that's what people want, right? That's what we've been waiting on for years. Alright, Leon is a sword infantry type. Very interesting to see him as a sword type. So, let's see what he got. Coral Saber plus 14 might, 1 range. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and defense up 5 to unit during combat. And unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Oh, that dude. That is a very good inheritable sword. So you get a guaranteed follow-up. We've not seen an effect like that on an inheritable weapon. Pretty solid. And then attack and defense up 5. Of course, null follow-up is going to stop it, but that's still quite good, man. And then, like, if you give that to a bold attack, like a bold fighter armored unit, they make a guaranteed follow-up attack twice. Or would that even matter, actually? Probably not. Well, I guess one of them breaks through wary fighter effects, and then the other one would kick in. So, maybe, but I was more so, like, thinking if you had both, you'd do a brave attack, but probably not. Alright, then he's got Moonbow, attack and defense ideal 3, and Lull, attack and defense 3. That is a very, very juicy demote skill right there. So, not a bad fodder pull by any means. Ideal 3 and Lull, attack and defense 3, both very good. So, he's going to be a chunky fodder... What? What? I'm sorry, what? Sun-kissed gods. Yo, they are really, really trying to outdo Freya, huh? I love that she has a ukulele, too. So, Loki and Thor. The summer Loki and Thor combo is real, guys. Oh, my God. So, Thor is going to be the main unit, and then Loki's going to be the cheerleader. They have a blue tome, and they are flyer types. So, I'm guessing this is a duo hero, because both of them are from heroes, as opposed to being harmonic or something. God damn, those baps are just... This is the type of thing I want to see on Independence Day. This image right here, this represents America in its fullest. This is what America wants. So this is the perfect banner for America's birthday. Alright, what do we got here? Divine Whimsy, 14 might and 2 range, accelerates special trigger. At the start of turn, inflicts exposure. Yeah, that's what they have to call it, right? On them, exposure. And stall on foes on the enemy team with the lowest speed, and any foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. And also, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit. Oh, that's pretty good. At start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack up 6 and inflicts attack -6 on the foe. Exposure, foes' attacks deal +10 damage. Wait, what? Wait, so the foes do more damage? What? At start of turn, inflicts exposure and stall on foes on the enemy team with the lowest speed. And any foes in 2 spaces of those foes. And exposure, foes' attacks deal +10 damage. Why in the world would you ever want to power up the foes? I guess stall is really nice. Goodbye, Reeve, right? Like, Reeve lasted, what, half a year? And now he's already been replaced by this unit for stall, which is going to be better. They have special cooldown ramping, so they can just quickly get to their specials. For some reason, I have doubt about this. Like, is that really what it does? +10 damage? Maybe that's a typo. Maybe it means your attacks deal 10 more damage to the foe. Or, like, foes deal 10 less damage or something. Why would they do that? Like, that's so weird. Alright, regardless, Blazing Thunder... Oh, great. So they have, basically, AoE ramping with -1 special trigger there, -1 special trigger there. They're trying to ramp into Blazing Specials. Okay, Still Water. Alright, so that's out of Lilina's pocket now, so another unit has that. We have AR, Far Trace 3, and World Breaker. Very good C skill, World Breaker. World Breaker. Got tongue twisted there. Goodness gracious, man. This is a thick combo right there. Here are the stats. Okay, so we got 40 HP, 64... Goodness. 64? You think that's high enough? 64 attacks, 16 speed, 24 defense, 45 res. I mean, it's one thing for an Edelgard to have 64 attack, but this is a mage. This is a flying mage. It's not an armored Edelgard. Why do they have 64 attack? Alright, regardless, let's check out this duo skill. Inflicts gravity on foes in cardinal directions of unit. Neutralizes any bonus active on foes within 5 rows or 5 columns centered on unit. Does not neutralize stat bonuses of foes inflicted with panic. Okay, so this is what they were going for, I guess. The duo skill is going to block the enemies from having exposure. So maybe that's how they tried to balance stall on this unit, by giving them exposure to... Even though you're slowing the enemies down a great deal, you're also powering them up a bit. So maybe that's what they were going for, but it's still a very weird design, in my opinion. Now, if this was reusable, that would have made perfect sense. Because then you could just keep on popping this every other turn or every third turn or something. And then the +10 damage the enemies get kind of gets mitigated even better. But, I don't know. Gravity and stall, both very powerful effects. So, I think they're going to be solid. It's just like exposure. There's no way I'm understanding exposure correctly. It has to do something different than what I'm saying. Because there's no reason to just hinder units nowadays. All right, let's see who we have as our Tempest Trial prize unit. If they're going to show up anyway. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Seth. Oh, Seth. Okay. I see you, Seth. Yeah, a lot of people are, like, very hopeful Seth is going to get a buff. And, I mean, the OG Seth in the game has his refine already, and it sucks. So, it's nice to see Seth getting some love, especially with Erica, too, because, I mean, Seth was the hard carry for Erica in Fire Emblem 8. So, there you guys go. Seth fans, rejoice. Banner is going to be dropping when? Let's see, 7/7, so basically right after maintenance tomorrow, I believe. I think the maintenance was tomorrow. Yeah, right? The maintenance is supposed to be on the 5th. And we're going to get the remix for Roy and the refines for, like, Pan and stuff like that. So we're going to see that tomorrow. And then the banner is dropping actually, like, the day after that. So pretty weird scheduling, but it is what it is. As far as whether or not this banner is a summon or a skip, I would say it's probably a skip, honestly. Like, Thor and Loki are really cool, but at the same time, we have Reeve, and he's free to play, and he inflicts stall as well. Erica's okay. She doesn't seem that interesting. Nifl, I think, is probably the best on the banner overall. Maybe I'm underselling Thor and Loki. I don't know. This one, in terms of, like, meta, this seems a little bit off to me, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what y'all think. Let me know if I'm misunderstanding exposure as well, because that's just... There's no way. There's no way they gave them an effect that powers up the enemy, right? So we're going to go ahead and end on this screen right here. Oh my... Dude. They're so thick. I can't even pause it in time, man. Yeah, there we go. So that's the screen we want. That's all for tonight, guys. Have a happy Independence Day. All I hear right now are ramparts blasting in air, bombs bursting, and the rocket's red glare coming through my window. It's just nothing but fireworks, and there's nothing I can do about it other than get assaulted in the ears. So, yeah, guys, that's all. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all again tomorrow when we get the data mines.